Okay, so I'm going to begin this demonstration by starring the actual thumbnail that I'm going to develop into my negative space drawing. So I'm taking that thumbnail idea and I'm still looking at the actual still life, and now I'm completing what's called a negative space drawing. That means that the objects that I am creating, all right, they're the actual positive space. Everything around it is negative, meaning that I'm not necessarily drawing it. So to really study and understand the contour lines and the forms, I'm going to shade the negative space. So that's all the areas around the forms or objects in my still life. If you have trouble executing the negative space drawing just from shading, one simple way is to lightly draw the still life, like very, very lightly, and then to come back in after you lightly draw your still life and shade the background. So again, the negative space. You shade everything in the negative space, like I just did there. And once that's done, I'm going to take my eraser and go back and erase all the lines in the positive space, meaning all the lines inside of the the objects. If you're still having trouble with this idea, a real simple way is to actually shade your entire background. Here I'm using like a thick piece of graphite, but I'm going to actually switch over to my pencil. And once the entire background is filled in, I'm going to come in with my eraser and actually draw the still life. So what I'm doing is I'm erasing those lines that create the objects. So I've kind of switched it. I went from shading the negative space to now just erasing the positive space. So I'm going to come in here and erase the lines and the objects that create the still life. So again, I'm going to continue just erasing each object that makes up the still life until I am completely finished. Shout out to Abudi for helping me out with this tip. He said I needed to mention him, so I'm mentioning him now. Thank you.